How's it going, everybody? Welcome back. We are going to do something a little different today. Perhaps something people haven't quite seen before. I'm going to be doing some foiling today. I've already done one of the foiling colors today. And as you can see, it came out pretty good. Now, when you do foiling, there's a few areas where you're always going to have some issues, which is the pinch points, which is your hook anchors, the eye area, and just generally the bottom. The top is generally pretty good. I could take another piece of foil and put it over that and make that nice and smooth right there, but it's not necessary. For many different reasons. Now, reason number one, the sides typically is all that people want the holographic foil on, because A, the fish typically only see the sides. They don't typically see the top very often unless it's wobbling like this in the water. But just general rule, it's the sides that fish see most of the time. Anyway, yes. So, we're going to do a small video of what the foiling process is, and I'm going to do some tips about it, because I know there are people that try foiling, they haven't done it successfully, and they get discouraged, and then they quit, which, then they realize the benefits to A, allowing other people to do it, B, just buying the blanks pre-foiled, or C, and let me be honest, getting over it and moving on, because I'm not going to lie to you, foiling is fun. Until you need to do 100 or more of them. Then you get, you might get a little discouraged. I'm doing a run of 70 today. I've been at it for about an hour already. I had to prep the baits, get them ready for the clear coat and the foiling, which consisted of taping the bills, getting all the other stuff together that I needed. So yeah, it's fun, but also can be frustrating. Again, first step to everything you do with your lures is clean. Clean, clean, clean. Did I already? Yeah, I did that one. So that one's put away. Clean, 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 clean. Always clean. And then from here, we got to clear coat them. Goodbye. So, this step is easy. There are people that like a white base, people like black base, people like silver base. I prefer a gloss clear enamel Rust-Oleum. It's the 2x, I think. The 2x. No, it's not. Okay, well, just then the gloss clear enamel. Make sure you shake it up good. This has already been shaken up enough today. Always wear protection and spray. Make for sure you get a nice even coat all the way around. And you do this however many times you need to do it. Now, rule of thumb. And it's going to sound like I'm yelling because I want to make for sure you can hear me. Okay, rule of thumb, when you are foiling, is you got to work quickly but not too quickly. Okay, I have shoe bug. I have been told, I have tested, I have done this enough to understand the foiling process, and that it is a very fickle process. It can be very temperamental based off of what clear you use. Now, I like to do this in the sunlight if I can, so that way I can see the clear a lot better. Just make for sure I got a nice even coat over the entire lure. Now, you can use, if you can find it, sorry, concentrating. If you can find it, it's a holographic spray paint. That stuff pairs real well with this. It's not very holographic necessarily. It's not like the foil. It's definitely grayscale, but you can tell there's like a little bit of holographic powder in it, and it does kind of blend together better. And it makes it less obvious when there's mistakes. But it's hard to find. They had it at Walmart at one time, but yes, of course, it all disappeared. Now, I'm about out on this one. Now, remember earlier I said we have a limited time. Because that's true. We do have a limited time. Now, there is a sweet spot where this is dry enough you can't see it. There's a sweet spot where these are dry enough to foil. You can be too wet and you can be too dry. I have foiled these 24 hours later and not gotten great results. Okay, so moving on. I like to foil right at the point where they are dry to touch. Okay, but there is a dry to touch and there is dry too much to touch. And once you have about a 25-minute window in between, you know, it's like I just said, it's about a 25-minute window where it's like perfect. So you don't want to be lollygagging around like I am now, and potentially missing your window. Now, make for sure you get the stuff that does bond to your plastic. There are clear coats out there, and I have got them, I have tried them, and they are garbage. That just, they don't bind to your plastic. You'll be able to tell it binds to your plastic well because your plastic, you'll see, kind of gets a little cloudy, and then it'll clear up. That means that the clear coat is molecularly bonding with the plastic. It kind of not softened it, but, oh, that's the new can. Not softened it, but bonded to it. Yeah. I'm about out. I put too much on this one. I know I did because I could see it. Those last few little spritzes, I knew. One more. And the magic number for me is 10. Okay? About 10. And you'll see why. Where are we? Right here. Okay. Magic number is 10. Why is the magic number 10? We will find out. Okay? Take your glove off. Or gloves. Get yourself a spare. Okay. Take that off. And grab your foil of choice. And now, the fun part. Fun part here is moving that out of the way, moving this here, and now we are going to grab this and cut to length. I like to have just enough to be about no more than a 1/4 inch on either side of the lure. Because I don't like waste. I don't like waste when it comes to this, because this foil, even though you get a lot of it and it goes a long way, it is expensive. Now I've already lost count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Seven, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20. Okay, fun fact, human beings can get, if I remember right, please fact check me on this, but if I remember right, human beings can get a measurement to 1/32 of an inch by eye. That's pretty fantastic. Now, I'm not going to go through and measure this for you because, quite frankly, I don't want to be... I want to show my awesome skills to you. But if I remember right, it was either 1/32 or 1/100. And I think it was 1/32 because I don't think humans are that impressive. But yeah. Now, the first one that I sprayed should be just about done. I'm just messing with something here on my camera real quick. I'm sorry. I'm going to go grab it. Lift this there. Okay, now, moving on, I'm going to grab the first one we did. Okay, yes, this is dry to touch. Okay, now the machine I'm using, it's a small one. It's a Zone Sun ZF90. They have other ones that are larger. I made the mistake and got the smaller version. I should have gotten the larger one, but after using this for a while, I'm kind of glad I got it, because it's, quite frankly, the size is perfect for me. And I ain't got to worry. See, already, there we go. I'm not quite ready yet. However, for the sake of time, I can speed that along. And cured. Okay. Yes, moving on. The first thing I like to do is sort of like a tack. I like to kind of tack it down a little bit. So I'll hold on to one end and then just press down the end of it. And we're counting to 15. Okay. And 15 seconds at 235 degrees seems to be perfect for most blanks. And that should give you a nice tack end to where you can then move your foiled bait in and do the other side without any issues. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Now, if you did this too soon, or you put too much clear coat on and you did it too soon, you will notice, and I can see it kind of slightly here, I probably did it a little faster than I should have. I should have given it another minute to dry, which I will do for the other ones. You will kind of see kind of a pulling, if that makes sense. The foil kind of pulls away from itself. It's not going to really affect the way it looks, but it will kind of leave a smudged look to your foil. One thing I've always noticed is the tail. If you don't do the tail good, 9 times out of 10, the tail of anything you do is going to be missing a little chunk. So I give it a little rub there. Now the top is fairly simple. I come in flat, press the top up against. I do not press it. Okay, this is just a simple little rub. And I do it twice typically if I see that it's not sticking right. And then when it comes to the bottom, this is the tricky part, because your rubber is soft and hot. And if you push down on that with those hook anchors, it'll puncture the rubber, which will give you a bad pressing. And even on the side there, if you're too close to the side with that, it will crack the rubber if the rubber is too hot. So sometimes it's just better to do the rubbing technique with your foiling. Now, to get the other side done, you want to leave this side on. You do not want, almost looks like I didn't get any clear coat on the top of this lure. Which I highly, highly doubt. I didn't get clear coat on the top of this lure. That is strange. Okay, moving on. I will redo that one later. You're going to leave the plastic on the one side, but you're going to want to peel it away. Okay, peel it away to where you can still access the top and bottom of your lure. And we're going to do the same exact thing, but this time just being careful that you're not pressing the foil that's on the bottom onto, in the way of, rather, this foil that you're placing down now. And like I had said, there's that special window for this clear coat. It's about 25 minutes once you've sprayed it, which is why I spray through the entire set. Let's say I'm doing 10. 10 is like the magic number. You're able to get through all 10 fairly easy as long as you work and you do it fast. And you don't have many interruptions in your process. Because you can get done clear coating all 10, you can cut, and then typically, depending on the conditions outside, you will be able to then grab your lures that you're clear coating and be able to then foil. Okay, now the grand reveal. You want to peel at a nice about 35-degree angle off the lure if you can. Start peeling from an end and then a nice 35-degree angle, and it'll peel that foil off real nice. And you should have a just about fairly painted, not painted, foiled lure. Yeah, that actually came out good. Yeah, that's it. Not very hard. The hardest part is getting the equipment, getting the foil, making for sure you get good foil, because there's good foil and bad foil that's out there. I have gotten both, and I've thrown a $14 roll of foil away because it was junk. Even with the better, even with the process that I use now, it was junk foil. So now I'm just going to do a speed run of me doing the rest of my stuff. Okay? Deal? Deal. Be right back.